The women's lacrosse team at Rowan University is coming off its second straight season in which they went 11-6 overall. With a loss of 5 key players, 4 on the offensive side of things, the Profs will rely heavily on their midfield and defense at the start of the season. Erin Horner will be in cage for the 4th straight year, as the senior is going to need to be more of a vocal leader on the field to help out its young defense. An NJAC academic honorable mention a year ago, Horner had a 9.26 goals against average and a .408 save percentage.
She has quick hands and explosive positioning anyway. Now she needs to be a little bit more of a leader, a little bit more control at the kind of the quarterback from the defensive end up. Marking out people on transitional situations, being the eyes that the defenders can't always see. And I think that's what her goal is. She's been working really hard at it. So far, it's been a really good season for her.
Horner will be leading a young core of defenders, which is highlighted by senior Michaela Early. The Seoul, New Jersey native totaled 21 ground balls a year ago and will look to improve on her 4 caused turnovers. Lily Carbone will be another go-to in the caused turnover department, as a sophomore totaled 12 last spring. A key addition on defense is Carrie Ann Harrington. The freshman adds much-needed size and physicality to a defense which will look to play a more reserved style, a change from years past.
So it's not going to be our old style defense where we're super aggressive and out on ball, but we're going to stay home a little bit more, help each other a little bit more. When we hope, when we're playing good, you're going to see a really solid unit. And if we're playing like a good unit, we can push this ball up the field.
The Brown and Gold's midfield will be its strongest point, with the likes of Nicole Mehcad Row, Taylor Gretz, and Liz Kramer transitioning defense into offense. Head coach Lindsay Delaney says the midfield will have to have a defensive-first mentality as they look to improve on its 9.41 goals against a year ago. Gretz is the most well-rounded player on the Profs, earning NJAC and All-Region First-Team honors in 2017. A year ago, she tied for first on the squad in ground balls, draw controls, and was second in goals and caused turnovers. With her speed, she can move the ball down the field, quickly turning a turnover into a goal.
Then we're also the big picture is staying a unit, creating the unit. We have a lot of new faces down there. Our defensive unit's pretty young, so just working on that as well.
Mehcad Row will be another key factor at the midfield position, as the senior had 32 ground balls and 19 caused turnovers in 2017. Mehcad Row, who was an all-region second-team player last spring, will also have a bigger role on the offensive side of things, so look for her to improve on her 2 goals from last year. The final big piece of the midfield is Liz Kramer. The junior will win most battles for ground balls, as evident by her 41 from last spring, and she'll also be looked at to win draw controls. The NJAC first-team selection has great vision in transition, leading the team in assists in 2017, and she also adds a devastating shot on offense.
So definitely we're hoping that instead of having someone like our midfield usually run up the field just themselves, we're really working on getting open and having the pass and moving the ball down the field instead of just having our one person that takes it down.
Maddy Bray will again look to lead the team on offense, as a year ago the junior racked up a team-best 40 goals and 45 points, receiving NJAC and all-region first-team recognition. A lot of offense will run through her, as her 5'10" frame is an additional advantage she has over the defense. Kim Doyle will be an impact player on offense, as Coach Delaney says she is a great communicator and will direct the offense. Other players who will step up on offense include Michaela Gillespie, Reese Parr, freshman Ashley Leachlater, and the return of Alex DeGarris.
We just got to really get cohesive. I think that's the big picture. And not even just the defenders getting cohesive with the defenders, it's like the defenders and the attackers all being on the same page like all the time. It's a big picture right now.
With a new season comes a handful of rule changes in women's lacrosse, none bigger than the free movement and 90-second possession clock. These changes hope to increase the pace of play and eliminate stalling, giving a fair chance to both teams.
It's a tremendously different game, but I think all in the good senses, so we're really excited about it. It's really exciting for sure. It's really nerve-wracking right now, because we think, you only knew one thing for so long, so the new way is different, but I find the girls are super excited about it, and so far in our scrimmages it's worked out really well.
Like it has the past 3 seasons, Rowan will open its schedule against Ursinus, with this year's game being played in Collegeville, Pennsylvania. The Profs have beaten the Bears 3 straight years, and they look to make it 4th on February 28th, with game time scheduled for 4 p.m.